Hello friends, welcome to Learner's Planet. Friends, once again I'm here with one more previous year paper of Bank PO. In this session, we are going to take some questions based on approximation technique and calculation techniques because a good number of students are facing problems in approximation and calculation, right? And a good number of questions are being asked in all Bank PO exams. So let's discuss some questions based on calculation and approximation. Now let's take this first question. Here it's 90, 92 into 576 divided by 2 into root of 1296 will be what? It's 36 is equal to x cube plus 7. We are taking the positive values when we are taking the numbers out of the square root. Now this is 18 2s, 18 3s and 18 2. Eight 2s are 16, 8 9s are 72, 73 minus 7, that's x cube, so that's 729, so x will be 9, right? As simple as that. Now friends, I'm sure you are having your paper and pen with you. Just pause the session, try to solve the problem on your own, then match your answer and solution with mine, right? Here it's 1 upon 6 of 92%, so we can say it's 92 into 24 by 23 into 650 by 100 is equal to 85 plus x, right? Now this is the entire calculation. 23 4s are 92, 6 4s are 425, right? So 85 plus x is equal to 104. So x is equal to 104 minus 85, that's 19, right? Now let's solve this problem. 15 into 0.4, that's 6. It's 6 raised to 4 divided by 1080 by 30. So that's 36 raised to 4, or we can say 36 raised to 4 is 6 square raised to 4. That's 6 raised to 8 into, that's 27 into 27 raised to 4 into 8 raised to 4 is equal to 6 raised to x plus 5. Okay. Now it becomes very simple. It's 6 raised to 4. So in all it is 27 into 8 by 6 raised to 4 is equal to 6 raised to x plus 5. Now this is 36 raised to 4, or we can say 6 raised to 8 is equal to 6 raised to x plus 5. That means x is equal to 3. Okay. I'm sure you must be finding it, the problems very simple, and all these sort of problems can be just done in 40 to 50 seconds, right? So that's a pretty good time to achieve. Just speed up, try to speed up your calculation, okay? Let's try this question. 3 plus 1 by 4 plus 2 plus half minus 1 minus 5 by 6 minus 1 minus 5 by 12 is x by 10. Minus 1 and this is 2 and this is 5 by 6 and this is 5 by 12, so I write this as 10 by 12. So it's 10 and 5, 15 by 12, right? So this is 3 plus 3 by 4 minus 15 by 12 is 5 by 4. So that's minus 5 by 4 is equal to x by 10. right? So 3 by 4 minus 5 by 4 is minus 2 by 4, that means minus half. So 3 minus half, right? So that's 5 by 2. So x is equal to 25. Okay. I hope it's clear to you. Here it's root 8 into root 8, that's 8. 8 raised to half is further root 8 plus this is 3 is equal to x cube plus root 8 minus 340. So x cube is 343. So x is 7. Right? As simple as that. The problem can be done in just 15 to 20 seconds. Now friends, let's see this word problem. The ratio between present ages of Ram, Rohan and Raj is 3:4:5. The average of their present ages is 28 years. What will be the sum of ages of Ram and Rohan together after 5 years? So friends, this problem can be done like very easily. The total age is 12 part, that's 3 plus 4 plus 5, right? So that's 12 part, and average of their ages is 28. So their total ages will be 28 into 3, that's 84, right? So the total age is 28 into 3, that's 84, and that's 12 part, right? So one part is just 7, right? Now Ram and Rohan, Ram is 3 part and Rohan is 4 part, right? So the total age as of now there is 7 part, right? And 7, if one part is 7, then 7 part will be 49, that is their present age, sum of their present age. After 5 years, both of them will be grown up by 5 years, so in all 10 will be added, so it's 59 years, right? With minimal paperwork you can do this problem, right? Just matter of 30 to 40 seconds. Now let's try this question. Raman scored 456 marks in an exam and Sita got 54% marks in the same exam, which is 24 marks less than Raman. I assume that the total numbers is x. So Sita is getting 0.54 of x and Raman is getting 456 and Sita is getting 24 marks less than Raman. Right? Now this Sita is getting 54% and in the number she is getting this, right? So 0.54x is equal to 432. That means x is equal to 800, right? That means the total marks are 800. Now minimum passing marks will be 34% of 800. So it's 800 or 8 into 34 we can say. That's 272. Now how extra Raman is getting, that's subtract from 456. So that's 184. Okay, I hope you are clear. Now let's try this problem. Cost of 5 chairs and 3 tables is 3110. So it's 5c plus 3t is 3110. Cost of one chair is 210 less than cost of one table. So t minus c is 210. Precisely that is 3t plus 5c is 3110. Now we have to find out the cost of 2 tables and 2 chairs. What we do, we add both of them. So it's 4t plus 4c is 3110 plus 210. It's 3320. Now we have to find out 2t plus 2c. So I divide both the sides by 2. So 2t plus 2c is this divided by 2 is 1660. Right? No need to solve the simultaneous equations over here. You just be getting by this this way also, right? Now, in this case, the total area of circle and rectangle is 1166 and diameter of circle is 28. That means radius of circle is 14 and area of circle is what? Pi r square. So 22 by 7 into 14 into 14. That will be the area of the circle. Right? So that's 22 into 28 8 2s are 16 and 2 3s are 6. So it's 6 1 6. That's the area of the circle, right? Now if we deduct it from 11 6 6, we'll be getting the area of the rectangle. So that's area of the rectangle. Now length of the rectangle is 25. So if I divide it by 25, I'll be getting the breadth of the rectangle. Right? So this is breadth of the rectangle. Now we have to find out the sum of circumference and perimeter of rectangle. Right? So circumference will be what? 2 pi r. So that's 2 into 22 by 7 into 14. So that's 88. That is circumference. Plus perimeter will be 25 plus 22 into 2, right? So 25 plus 22 is 47, 47 into 2, that's 94. So it's 182, right? I hope you are clear. Now we have a problem based on time, speed and distance, and here the case of train is there. Friends, you must attend the basic sessions of time, speed and distance, specifically when the cases of train has been discussed, because in the case of trains, we have to consider the length of train as well, right? Here, a 320-meter long train moving with an average speed of this. This is in kilometer per hour, this is in meter. So let's convert this into meter per second. So that's 120 into 5 by 18. Right? So it's 100 by 3 meters per second, right? Crosses a platform in 24 seconds. A man crosses the same platform in 4 minutes. What is the speed of the man, right? So here two lengths are there. One is the length of the platform and one is the length of the train, right? So in case of train, when train is crossing a platform, the total distance is 320 plus length of the platform, that I assume to be L, right? So 320 plus L, that is the total distance to be covered up by the train to cross this platform, divided by time, that's 24 seconds, is the speed of the train, that's 100 by 3, right? So L is equal to 800 minus 320, so we can say it's 480 meters. That is the length of the platform. Now the person is just crossing the platform. The width of the person is negligible. So speed will be distance by time. Distance is what? 480 and time is what? 4 minutes. So just convert this minute into seconds. So it's 4 into 60. That's 240. So it's 2. So that's 2 meters per second. Okay. Now let's try this problem. The smallest angle of a triangle is equal to 2/3 the smallest angle of the quadrilateral. The ratio of angles of quadrilateral is this. That means 3 plus 4, 7 plus 5, 12 and 6, 18. That is 18 part the total. So the smallest angle will be 360 divided by 18. That's 20 into 3, 60 degree, right? So smallest angle of quadrilateral, suppose it is angle A, that's 60 degree. So this is of quadrilateral, and for triangle the smallest angle is 2/3 the smallest angle of quadrilateral, right? So I assume that's angle P is the smallest angle, so that's 2/3 of 60, right? So it's 40 degree, right? And largest angle of triangle is twice is smallest angle. So largest angle is suppose R, so that's 80 degree. So angle Q, that is second largest, will be 80 plus 40, 120, 180 minus 120, 60 degree, right? Similarly, other angles for quadrilateral is angle B will be 80 degree, second largest of triangle and largest angle of the quadrilateral. So largest angle will be 6 into 20, that's 120 degree, right? So second largest is 60 and here largest is 120. So 120 plus 60 is 180 degree, right? Mentally or with very minimal use of paper, we can do this problem. Now let's try this problem. Seema purchased an item for rupees 9600 and sold it at a loss of 5%, and from that money she purchased another item and sold it at a gain of 5%. Also, see friends, here in this case this is the cost price, that means original investment, and here there's a loss of 5% and gain of 5%, right? If loss and gain both of them are if of same data, then overall there is always a loss, right? If x% loss and x% profit is there, so overall it's x square by 100% loss. That I have already discussed in my profit and loss session, right? So here in this case there will be definitely a loss, right? And what amount of loss will be? So it's 9600 into x square, that's 25 by 100, and that 2%, so divide by this, right? So in all there is a loss of rupees 24. So it's not there in the option, so it's none of these, right? I hope you are clear. Now here the sum of 8 consecutive odd number is 656. Average of 4 consecutive even numbers is 87. Here friends, I would like to discuss how do we take consecutive odd numbers and even numbers, right? Suppose here we are having 8 consecutive odd numbers, right? So what you do is you start taking from the negative numbers, right? If there are 8, that means 4 should be left hand side and 4 should be on right hand side, right? So it's x minus 1, then x minus 3, then x minus 5, and then x minus 7. These are the 4 from the left hand side of 0, and this is x plus 1, x plus 3, x plus 5, and x plus 7, right? Just observe it carefully. See, if you add up all of these, 7, 7, 5, 5, 3, 3, 1 and 1 will be cancelled. Finally, you will be getting 8x, right? So 8x is equal to 656, right? So x will be what? 82, right? So now you can easily calculate whatever the number you want. Smallest, what is the sum of smallest odd number? Now which is the smallest odd number? That is x minus 7. That means 82 minus 7, right? Similarly, for even numbers, same funda can be applied, keeping the difference 2 between two consecutive even numbers. So it's suppose it is y minus 1, y minus 3, y plus 1 and y plus 3, right? No need to take the number as multiples of 2 and then calculate. It's not necessary, right? Average of 4 consecutive even numbers is 87, so the total will be 87 into 4. So here 4y is 348, so y will be 87, right? So what we want, sum of smallest odd number and second largest even number. Second largest even number will be y plus 1, that is 87 plus 1, that's 88, right? So that's 163, right? Now let's try this problem. The simple interest accrued on a sum of certain principal is rupees 7200 in 6 years at the rate of 12% per annum. What will be the compound interest accrued on that principal at the rate of 5% per annum in 2 years? Now friends, you know that simple interest remains same every year, right? So for 6 years it is 7200, that means for first year 7200 divided by 6. So simple interest for 1 year is 1200 rupees. Now we are given rate of interest also, so we can calculate the principal. Simple interest is what? PRT by 100. So it's 1200 is equal to P into 12 into T is just 1 year by 100. So its principal is 10,000. Right? Now we have to calculate the compound interest over here. So it's 10,000. After 1 year, this rate of interest is 5%. So it's 1.05 into 1.05, right? So it's 105 square, so 10 into 11, that's 110. 11025 minus 10,000 will subtract, so the interest portion will be 1025, right? I hope you are clear. Friends, will be taking more problems from previous year bank PO papers in our next session. And again, I would remind you, do attend the basic sessions because these sessions will be a bit faster pace. So you should not get confused. So do attend the basic sessions before you come for these particular previous year paper solution sessions. Bye-bye.